there. Yeah.
So Cody just texted me and said, 2100 I can do no problem. And I have a hail and farewell at 1700. We should be in the same time zone. Is Kentucky the same as Texas?
Depends on what part of Kentucky he's in.
Fort,
Is it Fort Campbell?
I think so, yeah.
Bro, I think that's central. I think it's central. Yeah, it's central. Bro, that's late. 9 o'clock.
He's got 2 kids, so he 100% is going in that fashion. Yeah, he's at Fort Campbell.
World's smallest violin. I'm sorry you couldn't pull out either, brother, but that's on you.
Bro, so no, I say that in the sense that he is definitely on dad time where like if you want to do anything, it's past 8 o'clock. Or not at all. But we don't have to do that. We can always try to schedule something for like this weekend or some shit with him.
Yeah.
Because Ryan, we're not going to say his last name yet. Yeah. We're going to wait until he comes on the podcast. But just everybody know,
some bitch.
Yeah, Ryan dipped last minute and didn't text us. So
yeah,
we're trying to scramble to get a guest for this episode. And it turns out it's probably not going to happen because Sergio also didn't answer. But Sergio answers Instagram pretty quick. I mean,
but you get us today, so that's it. That's good enough.
He has fucking like 5 Instagrams.
Wait, Serge has 5 Instagrams?
Just from all the times that he's like gotten off Instagram and gotten back on Instagram. I don't know, man.
You just delete shit. Just start deleting things.
Well, hang on, because I even have 3 Instagrams, technically. It was enough so that I was just like, hey, you know what? I want to either start over. And at the time, Instagram didn't allow for you to just delete your entire account.
Yeah.
And then I believe the second one, I got a new phone, couldn't get it back into the other one, and even forgot the email that I had for it. So I was like, oh, well, we're up shit's creek now. So what were you saying? By the way, everybody, Ken and I are just having a conversation.
Yeah, we're just talking.
It's just going to elongate, and we recorded it for a podcast episode. So if you guys are bored with this, get fucked. But we're just going to talk about shit that's going on with the pod and our lives. So eat a dick.
So like behind the scenes things, like planning stuff is fucking ridiculous. And when you have, to our own detriment and like success, we reach out to all these people and then they go, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Let's send you this stuff. Try this stuff. We want to hop on the episode on an episode and do XYZ. And I've dug myself into a hole.
Yeah, it's probably like 50 fucking people deep because I see the messages every once in a while. And I'm like, who's he talking to now?
Yeah, I have an Excel spreadsheet for it.
And just because most people won't listen to this episode, I'm going to say this now.
Yeah.
Our last episode is not my favorite.
Why is it not your favorite?
I was not very pleased with how that conversation went. I felt like no matter where we tried to direct the conversation and no matter like what our attitude for like diving into certain things went, old girl kept like a consistent base of like almost like an I don't give a fuck, why am I here?
Yeah, but some people have that. Some people just are that way.
Okay, so ergo, but not my favorite episode.
Yeah, it cannot be your favorite, but like I can tell you for a fact, like you remember that time we talked to Matt about the thing from the thing?
Yeah, with the douchebag from the place.
From the place that does the management of people. Yeah, Matt is very like he'll talk and have conversation back and forth, but he gets to that point too where he's like,
yeah, but that's because Matt literally has so much shit going on. And by the way, everybody, it's Matt Fraser that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt literally he probably has more shit on his to-do list than I've had on mine in a year.
Bro.
He's not like India where he just has a fucking toy to go catch. He has other shit going on.
Get it. Yeah, let's put it on the nose. But yeah, like that's the way I feel. Like if something, I went to go help somebody move the other day, and me and Chris, you remember Chris, short Chris?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. We were at the gym, then we went and ate, and he was like, "Oh yeah, such and such wants us to help them move," and I was like, "Okay, cool." we sat down at Black Bear Diner and ate a little bit. And lucky enough, those two people that we were helping move were sitting there eating next to us. Fucking weird happenstance. They got ready to leave. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna get you guys energy drinks when you come help us move." Da da da. I was like, "Okay, yeah,
Energy
cool."
drinks. That's what you help somebody move for.
Yeah, but I wanted beer. Just being honest, I wanted beer.
I mean, that's where my next comment was going to go.
But like, we sat there and they wasted an hour and a half of my day that I could have spent doing something else, and then didn't bother to text me or go, "Hey, my bad." And then the next day they went, no, no. Right after we had left, they went, "Hey, can you help us? Do this?" I'm like, "No, no, I can't, because you wasted my time and you didn't communicate with me that you were gonna not be present." Like, I hate when people waste my time, because literally this morning, for every 30 minutes, I had a new task to do.
I mean, honest to God, that's what I wish my morning was. Like,
No,
I woke up. I swear to God, I do, because if we go back to the Jim Henson episode, I recently have started to do a lot more thinking, and today was even one of those days. But I was like, you know what? I think who I am is somebody who has to move, who wants to protect, and who wants to love. Right? I think those are my three. The moving also comes with, like, I constantly feel like a bag of shit if I am sitting on the couch. Even though I enjoy the fuck out of like napping with my dogs or doing whatever, the moment I sit on the couch and then, like, that small like thing in the back of your head, it's like, you've been here for like 15 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, there are fucking it's 9:30 on a Tuesday. Just because you're teleworking and there's no work to really be done doesn't mean you should sit here. So
you
like
you have regret naps, is what you have.
dude, I have like regret sitting down. And so this morning I took the girls on like a mile walk around the block at 5:30ish when I woke up.
Yeah.
Came back right before Jess left. I had breakfast, saw her off. I think I went downstairs to the gym, did some chest and triceps, and then came upstairs, took them on the same fucking walk, got a breakfast bowl,
Okay.
came back, sat down, logged in my computer, and then I stared at my email for like 10 minutes.
Hoping that something would pop up.
Nothing fucking came up other than army training, which took away a bunch of my time today. So from like, I want to say like 9:30ish till like 11, I was trying to do army trainings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for whatever reason, ALMS, you know what that is.
Mm-hmm. Army Learning Management System for everybody else to know.
Nobody else gives a flying fuck.
They don't, nor do I.
So I
remember it.
I click on OPSEC training, or no, InfoSec training.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know how like the two things show up and it's like, hey, you got to check you got to click on the first thing that pops up, like the rules and like how to participate and not be a douchebag while you're doing training.
Mm-hmm.
That had the previous year's date from when I originally did it when I got to this unit. Okay. So I click on it. I fucking go in, click out of it like we all do, right? Because we're all cheaters and we all know that that's how we do shit. And then I go into the training, do the entire training, about an hour and 15 minutes to like let it read through everything. You got to do the fucking check on learning and all that. Mm-hmm. Finish it, type my name in the fucking certificate, and then I exit out of it. And you know how normally ALMS like takes like 10 seconds and then updates and then it shows that you're complete. Mm-hmm. It fucking updates and then it has last year's date and no fucking completion date from today. And then I did it again, only for it to do the same thing. And I was like, fuck it. The Army's taking too much of my time today. I'm done. I'm so fucking fed up with this shit.
Dude, so, I feel the same
way. It literally, it took me fucking 2 attempts to get to that point. So I didn't want to deal with it further.
But you keep saying that you want to do all these things, that you want to be busy all the time. Trust me, Steve, like, I'll show you real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Show you guys something. Let's screen share real quick.
By the way, do you follow Bailey Rail?
I do not, but
or Guy Maeros.
No, tell me.
Dude, their fucking Instagrams are so fucking hysterical right now.
Wait, what are they doing?
They started a prank war on each other,
Yeah.
and Guy started hiding all of Bailey's shit throughout the gym. So like he put her Noble bag on top of, he basically put it over the wall ball mark on their rig. So then it slid down and it's basically around the top of the rig. So she has to like somehow like monkey climb up there or some shit and either like get it all the way, like lift it all the way over the fucking wall ball mark,
Or undo
or she
it.
has to like undo it and then configure it again. He moved her car like 2 days ago. I just took her keys, moved her car to the other side of the gym, like parked it behind the dumpster, and then put her keys back. And she's freaking the fuck out. He put her shoe on top of some random metal beam in the gym, and he put it on like a little cross stick. I'm watching it right now.
I'm gonna see. Like, I gotta go to this.
Just go to Bailey Rose thing and then click on her story. It's fucking hysterical. And she's just like, the immaturity never stops. He puts her clothes on top of shit. And I'm assuming she's like every other CrossFit girl in the gym, like brings like 95 different things.
Yeah, to the gym
like
at one time.
A sweatshirt when it's 95 degrees out. It's like, what happens if it gets cold? What if it's cold in the gym? It's like, fucking enjoy it. I don't know. But then she's like tagging Rich and Rory in it, and they're all getting in on it. She's like, arrest him for being annoying. He took her wallet and put it on one of the like ass ends of the rowing machines. So basically, like, she would never know to look over there or think to find it on that. But now she's like hiding his slippers and shit, and he's like had to climb a rope to get to the portion of the beam that she put his fucking slipper on, and then he starts whipping it at her.
I'm looking at it right now. He's looking, he's searching, he can't find shit. He's like, oh yeah, look, he's climbing the rope. It's so funny.
And then he sees her like walking around, and she catches him hiding her shit, and so he whips it down at her. Like, and there looks to be either a legitimate class or the one of the other teams is doing an actual workout.
Like, something's going on. Like, this shit right here. This.
Oh my god.
Fucking hilarious.
If you keep going, I'm pretty sure he's one of I think it's the next one or the last one. He's like looking for his car or his car keys, and he's just like wandering about the fucking streets.
He can't find anything. That's so fucking funny.
This is so fucking hysterical.
This is wait. What's the next one? Oh yeah, the car.
This is absolutely hysterical.
Is he walking?
Yes,
around?
He's walking around the building looking for my flaking car. Now, another thing that's super interesting that I found out this morning, and I just see it now to remind me, she was a collegiate golfer.
Wait, what, really?
It's in her profile.
Right there. Dude, I tried to play golf, and all I did was like biff the ball like 400 yards the wrong direction, like the complete opposite way.
Me and Cody, who he'll come on soon, everybody, we played golf at Carson one time.
Jesus.
I rage quit at like hole 8. I absolutely was sending every ball off the course into different fucking holes in different lanes and greens. And it about like hole 8, I was like, no, I'm fucking done. He was like, dude, you can't quit. You paid for fucking 9 holes. And I was just like, watch me. I grabbed my bag off the golf cart and I fucking walked back to the clubhouse. She is an interesting cat. I would, and I don't mean that as to say anything about women. Has nothing to, I didn't call her a cat because she's got a pussy.
Poussoir.
Yes. I think she's very interesting. She's one of those girls that, do you remember the Jessica Griffith scandal? Or I say scandal, but
which one? The thing with Jared? That thing?
Well, first of all, I didn't know about the thing with Jared. We're gonna have to talk about that.
Remember when he got sold out, essentially?
Oh, was that her?
Yeah, I thought you.
I thought it was Brooke for the longest time.
Brooke Entz or Brooke Wells?
No, I thought it was Brooke Entz.
Okay, I could be wrong. I'm not.
I'm pretty sure it was Brooke Ents.
Okay, let's go with Brooke Ents. That sounds better.
I don't know. It could be fucking Griffith, but Griffith with Chandler Smith, where she called him Chain Man. Do you remember that?
No, what the fuck?
You didn't hear about this? This was back. It was right after, or right before Greg Glassman's tweet.
Why did she call him Chain Man?
So in a group text or whatever, I guess one time it's kind of like. Have you heard about the new MLB scandal type deal, whatever the fuck, like drama? There's a guy in the Yankees who called a player from, I believe, the White Sox.
Continue.
I'm gonna
let this dog out. Continue.
But he called that guy. Well, actually, I'll just wait until you come back.
No, keep going. I can still hear you. I can still have a conversation.
Well, so he called the guy Jackie. He was like, "Nice hit, Jackie."
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, he called him Jackie Robinson because he's black and he wanted to fucking poke fun at Jackie Robinson or like him being a minority and some shit." And out comes like the guy on the Yankees who was like, "Actually, fucking this dude, like 3 years ago, we were teammates, and he tweeted or he said something in an article that he saw himself as the next Jackie Robinson because he was breaking some barrier or whatever." And so he was just like, yeah, like he pissed me off during the game. So yeah, I poked fun at him for saying that he thought or perceived himself as the next Jackie. And so in this, Chandler Smith, from what I had gotten from the situation, was Chandler Smith at some point took a picture or did something with like chains during a workout, and he called himself the Chain Man.
Yeah.
Everybody in CrossFit heard that she called him Chain Man and thought that it was chains like slaves.
Yeah, that's a far reach. That's a really far reach.
It was a very far reach, and nobody had any evidence. And I don't believe Chandler ever came out and said that it was harmful.
He stays away from shit like that. He's like,
but I know for a fact that she basically got ostracized.
She did.
And I remember she deleted her Instagram. I remember when she came back, her like first post was apologizing for anybody that she may have hurt. And it was her, Bailey Rail, Brooke Wells. And I want to say, I know Sydney was in, and I want to say there's somebody else. Maybe it was Allison Scuds or something. How the fuck you say her name?
Yeah, Scuds.
They were all kind of like friends, or like the how do I say this politely or semi-politely? Like the pretty girls coming in CrossFit. They were like making it cool to watch. Like they were pretty Southern Jesus girls that were like attractive to the fucking sport. Like Brooke Wells, her first fucking year had an ass on her like nobody had ever seen in the sport of CrossFit.
It's ridiculous.
And she was like, "Oh, I was a track runner. I'm hyper athletic." And you had Bailey, who was pretty much the same thing. I didn't know she was a collegiate golf player, but that kind of makes more sense now. And all of them were just kind of like, the Southern girls, blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever, Jesus loving people. And Bailey was one of them that I thought she was an interesting person back then. I just brought up the topic of like that friend group, or what seemed like a friend group, turned out to not be anything like that. No. Yeah, that's that. I also didn't know that Guy Mayeros was a part of the teen division a couple of years ago. So when he was I was wondering where the fuck he came from in 2021. And I was like, who in God's name is this? And what if he's lifting this brick shit house? Where the fuck is this guy? Like, you didn't just get that strength. I was like, oh, cool. He's taking roids. I'm cheering for him, but he's definitely on something.
Why does everybody always think that? Like, people ask me all the time, I'm on steroids, and I'm like,
no. So, I mean, people asked me that before COVID because I was so extremely lean, so extremely strong for my size, and I was good at a whole bunch of shit. And even family members of mine, friends from home, they were like, "Hey, like, what are you on? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You were never this strong looking in this, this like ready to like do things like this. So,
shit. Yeah.
but no, I said that in that instance because I was like, it was the same thing as Ricky Garrard came out of absolutely fucking nowhere, and it's like you don't develop that type of strength in 1 year around like while also training everything else. Like you can make small incremental jumps, but like if you all of a sudden fucking squat snatch or power snatch 405 by this time next year, I'm gonna ask you a question or two.
Be like, hey, you're gonna put that needle away, son.
Exactly. Right. Like you wouldn't, but if you squat snatch 325 next year,
yeah,
I'd be like, hey, he fucking hangs out with Jared Enterton. Jared snatches going up. They probably work out together. Yeah, he probably is on some fucking Invictus strength. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then if like 2 weeks after that you fucking snatch 345, I'd be like, all right, hang on. What cocaine were you on?
Were you smoking? No, but that's what happened. Like I went from like the 335.
But your thing was also fucking. But your thing was also driving through your heels in like form.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all could see you were powering everything and fucking your technique was terrible. And then when your technique became really good, or at least better,
let's call it better.
Like things just started to click. And that was the same thing with Hayes when he fucking sucked at his technique. He gets a coach. Coach tells him to fucking practice with a PVC pipe practically for like a month or two or whatever the fuck his time frame was. Voila. Next thing you know, he's fucking snatching 310.
Yeah, you're like, damn.
Or at least like all of his increments went up very quickly. Sergio just texted me back. What? He said, just got out of a meeting. What's up? Sorry about that. Are you at work?
It's like, yep.
Can you fill in for a pod?
Bitch.
Like, time now.
Well, not right now, because at 1:15, I'm fucking dipping the fuck out of here, because, you know, I got a job. I'm actually working while I'm on this podcast with you, like this recording.
Oh my God, we fucking get it. Jesus Christmas. And to think, I was sitting in the line at Whataburger, and this woman is taking fucking forever. Mm-hmm. I don't blame her. The way they try to do it like Chick-fil-A, but they try to do it in their 2 lanes.
It is my pleasure to serve you.
And so like the 2 lanes go all the way through the drive-through, all the way past the drive-through door. It's 2 lanes. And I was like, well, how the fuck do you guys get the food to the second lane? They have to walk it out. Well, as soon as like I figured that out, I was like, oh, I'm in the far lane. So now I'm going to have to sit and wait for my food. Mm-hmm. And then I think they handed my bacon cheeseburger to somebody else. And then I was like, by any chance, did my order that I ordered 15 minutes ago get through? She's like, oh, what's your name? I was like, Steven. She's like, I handed that out like five people ago. And I was like,
so sorry.
Not to me. I mean, she was sincere about it. I'm just being condescending because I'm an asshole. But I think they need to possibly fix that. What episode are we on now?
We're on 24, I think.
Are we? Holy shit. No. This is 25.
What?
Wow. Maybe we'll wait and we'll push this out as 26.
Why? Why 26?
Because for our quarter of 100 episodes, I would probably say like we have milestones to hit, Ken. 25 is decent. 50, we'll have to do something cool or have a cool guest on. And then 100, we definitely need to have like a banger.
Yeah, we do. We need to do something great.
Sergio said, what time are you guys thinking? I don't get off till 7:30 tonight. But he's in Chicago, so he's Central Time too. That wouldn't be terrible.
It's fun. What Central Time again? Say it again. What time?
7:30. 7:30 is when he says he gets off.
So that's 6:30 for me. So he probably do like 8. It'd be 6, 7 for me.
Probably.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I'll ask him what time he can be home.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have plans, then we'll try to set it up. But Mia, what do you? Oh my god, she's like looking at me, and she's got like one eye squinty, and the other one's like wide open. And it's like, well,
Really?
yeah.
I had to kick my bitch outside. She was fucking up. She was just. She gets like these moments where she hears something
Yeah.
outside or a bird or someone
Mhm.
walking their dog, and she starts barking and whining like, "Let me outside." Second I let her outside, she's like, "Okay, I've inspected what it is. Let me back in, nigga." And I'm like, "No, you stay your bitch ass out there."
I mean, it's got to be what nice this weekend. Seeing after fucking Luke Combs concert I went to, it snowed like 9 inches there.
Were you at Red Rock?
No, we were at the fucking Broncos Stadium.
Oh, was it dome closed? Hopefully.
There's no dome. It's an outside stadium,
Wait,
motherfucker.
really?
Yeah, it's their football stadium.
Oh, you're so fucked. Oh god, that's got.
There's 55 or 53,000 people packed in that bitch.
Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus
we
Christ.
can he said 8:15 tonight.
Okay, yeah, I didn't do that. Tell him to send us his email.
I'm sure Jessica's gonna love this.
What?
She hates it that like there's been a bunch of podcasts that I like have forgotten to tell her about. And then I'll just be like, hey, I got a podcast right now. And she's like, what? How come you didn't tell me? And I'll be like, I thought I told you like 3 days ago.
I mean, she got to kind of deal with it, I guess. Hey, Jess,
I mean,
deal with it. That's what I'm saying.
I do think that shit's funny.
Well, yeah, because it's always ad hoc, like, oh my god.
All right, I'm about to copy his email and then send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me so I can schedule it. It's funny now they know how all this works. Like it's all this.
Oh, so I'll talk small flex. My wife's amazing. She got me terrific Luke Combs concert tickets, and we had to fly up to Denver, and it was the biggest shit show by Mother Nature that I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. Because when we landed, it was snowing, and we rented a sports car. So I had to change that on Turo, like in the airport as we were picking up baggage, about to walk outside to the bus. I had to like talk with the guy and get. Eventually, what we got was one of those Jeep trucks. It's actually kind of nice. It was pretty nice to drive around in that. But by the time we got to Colorado Springs, there was like 5 inches of snow on the ground. By the time we left the next afternoon, there was 8. And then as soon as we're headed off leaving, the fucking sun comes out, melts like half of that shit. We get up to Denver, and there's just like literally a point past Castle Rock where there was no more snow on the ground. It was just green. It was dry.
Yeah.
I don't fucking understand that. But then when we got to Denver Stadium, the mountains are covered in snow. But the field around the stadium, the parking lots, everything, completely clear of snow.
You know
and it's not muddy. Right? What the fuck do you mean? That was it in under 24 hours with weather conditions under 40 degrees. That does not make sense.
It's because fuck you, you're in Colorado. That's why. That's your answer.
Exactly.
Man. Like that same day that it was snowing, it started to snow. Or the day after it snowed a whole bunch after the first snow day. I think it was like Friday.
Right, Sunday.
So no, yeah, it was Sunday. I went to go with Chris to look at the motorcycle, and we were like driving on post, and like I was like, why are these tree branches on the ground? I was mildly, tripping a little bit because
Jesus.
I looked at it, and then I pull up to this lady, right? I'm like, hey, excuse me. She's like, what? I'm like, why are all these tree branches everywhere known fucking Narnia land, broken off and on the ground? She's like, oh, funny story. My mother-in-law just told me today. So she proceeds to tell me a 5-minute story on why the tree branch is breaking off. But I'm going to sum it up for you in like a second. Essentially, the snow gets too heavy on the leaves because it's springtime. As it should wait to the tree branch snaps, fucks the trees up real bad. So essentially, the trees are committing suicide. They're cutting off the fat every chance they get. So, bam. Surface area, physics, heavy ass snow. Bam.
Sorry, tell me more about this fucking company that you were talking to.
Oh, Cool Mitt?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they do a lot of work with sports teams, like professional sports teams, professional CrossFitters, anybody that does anything that's competitive, they have these little mittens, and you have globular glands on your body. Essentially, they're places where you can get the most, where the blood flow is the fastest, and
Mhm.
skin is the thinnest. So typically, like your hands, right, or your face, or certain parts of your back, or the bottoms of your feet, or
Mhm.
well, sorry, top of your feet. If you were to introduce something cold to that, but within a certain temperature barrier, like above 47 degrees Fahrenheit, it will
Yep.
cool you down immensely. And body heat and heart rate are closely correlated. The
Yep.
higher your body temperature is, the higher your heart rate. Lower your body temperature, lower your heart rate. So they came with these cool things called cool mitts. You put them on your hands and you sit down like mid workout or after an interval or two. Sit there for 2-3 minutes. It'll cool your body all the way down and slow your heart rate down. We had Dex on, and Dex got them, and I was like, yeah, I probably should reach out to these people. He was like, yeah, dude, you should reach out. So I reached out to him, and yeah, they're gonna hook us up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because I think at some point we'll have to have more of like a sit down, maybe to even like we go Zoom this fucking thing. Because now we actually have noticed that there are companies and people that want to talk, or there is more of a space for us than we thought.
Yeah.
But we still need to
It's
make it over that hump of I was talking, or I was not talking. I was listening to Joe Rogan today. And he
oh
was
the
talking to
Burt
Bert
Kreischer
Kreischer.
episode. Yeah, it was a
I
funny
really,
episode. It's
dude,
hilarious.
it was. But at the beginning where they were talking about like all their bottom pits, and
Yeah.
like Bert was telling him about like when he was like broke. He was like Daniel Tosh came over, and we were gonna go gambling, and he's like, "Hey, honey, can I get $100? I'm gonna go to the casino with Tosh." And she's like, "Bert, we don't have $100." And he was like, "No, no, no, no. Like I know you think I'm just gonna go and lose it all, but I'm not. Like I'm gonna come back with the money and more."
Yeah.
She's like, "Bert, we don't have
We don't have
money."
100. We don't have any money.
And he was like,
Wait, what?
"Leanne," he's like, "We have money. Like I work." And she's like, "Bert, we don't have $100 to our name." And he was like,
Been there, done
"Huh."
that.
And Daniel Tosh goes, "Dude, I am so like what was he saying? Not embarrassed, but he was like, I'm so uncomfortable right now. Can I just give you $100 and we leave?" And he's, yeah. And they fucking leave. But Joe's talking about like when he was like sleeping in his car and fucking whatever
Yeah.
before Fear Factor and shit. Tony Hinchcliffe was telling him their stories, but they're like at some point, like with comedy or just like most professions, but they were referring to comedy. But I think it goes to any profession. If you do it long enough and you're a good person, something good will happen. So I think for like podcasting, especially right now because it's so saturated,
Mm-hmm.
if you do it for long enough, which is unfortunately it's going to be like stocks. You and I are going to have to do this
Atrophy.
for probably a year, 2 years, 3 years of like trying to be consistent, and then maybe trying to see like if we can ever get in the same city again. And then like one of the next steps would be like, oh, we're gonna put together a small studio or fucking like in somebody's basement or apartment or whatever. Like we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
That would probably be the next step. Because the only way I'm leaving the army at this point probably is if this thing fucking skyrockets.
Oh yeah.
If we start getting like Buttery Bros type contracts where they're getting fucking Nissan Armadas and fucking
Oh yeah.
GMC Sierras,
They got a new fucking car. That's the new
yeah, and they're
That's not even fair.
the dealerships are offering them this shit.
Yeah.
And on the car, it doesn't say anything about fucking dealership,
It
which
says
is what's
Buttery
crazy to me.
Bros.
When Matt Fraser fucking when he got a truck from Ford
That Raptor.
of either Cookville. No, he got a Ford from Ford of Cookville
Yeah, it was a
after
Raptor.
I believe it was no, it was just a basic F-150. I remember the look of it. It was basic as fuck. He got a Raptor from Dodge, and it wasn't a Raptor; it's a TRX. It's the Dodge's version of a Raptor
Yeah.
that has like 740
Oh,
horsepower.
the one he was driving at the games that was fucking stupid fast.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe they gave him one of those, but then I believe he traded his Ford in, and I don't think he kept the TRX, but now he has a Ram 2500. I know it's a white one or something. I really like it. It was nice. But I remember when he had his Ford from Cookville, it was just decaled with all Ford on it. had nothing to do with Matt Fraser. They're just like, hey, we want to give you a free truck and probably a gas card. Just drive it around, man. Like when you get out of a Ford truck, other people in the fucking sport are going to be like, I don't care if it's the bottom line lariat or the sport.
Yeah.
I want a Ford because Matt Fraser had a Ford. Yeah. And people did the same thing with Rich when he had a Chevy. And he was like, oh, yeah, we've always been a Chevy family and blah, blah, blah. He said that in the games movie or documentary about him. And then I remember when he opened up Froning Farms and he got that big Ford F-250, or maybe it's a 3, but it's all white and he just goes, I love this truck so much. He's like, this is so much better than the Chevy I had. And I was like, he bought his Sierra or his Denali like on his own before that. And then the funny thing is he took the wheels and rims or the wheels and tires off the Chevy that he had bought himself and put them on the new Ford. And so he was like, it was weird. I had to put all the old rims and tires back on the other one when I turned it in.
Jesus.
I mean, until you and I have fucking companies like that, I thought about reaching out to USAA. I thought that would be a reach, but I was like,
I mean,
like a veteran and an army guy, like doing a podcast. But then, right, like then once you get into those kind of companies, where it's not like a dealership or something local, and it's like USA is based in San Antonio and Colorado Springs.
Yeah, it's like you have to. So there's a thing when you're looking for sponsorship, things like that. What I have learned in a short time I've been doing this with like Rashad and everything with the side businesses, you either ask for cash, you ask for products, or you ask for both. When you ask for both, you got to have a lot of leverage, dog. You got to have a lot behind you. When you ask for goods, that's kind of, we can give you goods. We can give you a belt, gloves, straps, whatever.
Because then the word of mouth is worth more than like one piece of product, which there's no product for USAA to give us.
And if you want cash, dude, you better have a fucking lawyer because they're gonna go into all kinds of like tax stipulations and all that. Like, I wish that
that's true.
That's what when we have Jared on, I gotta schedule Jared Anderson to come on too. But he's a financial advisor now. Like, he can talk about like we should educate people because a lot of people don't know what an annuity is, what a 401k is, what a 401c is, what a 501c is, what all these things.
Right about now, nobody really wants a 401k because
it's rough. It's rough.
Don't look at those right now.
Yeah, because your return investment isn't that great, and once you max out your 401k, you have to go into annuities, you annuitize things, and it just gets weird. It gets so confusing, so weird.
Well, I mean, everybody's 401k probably looks pretty rough right about now.
Dude, I don't have a 401k.
Good for you.
I didn't do that.
But you didn't need, well, as of right now, you don't really need one.
Yeah, I don't really need one. I'm good for the rest of my life, but
well, let's be clear here. You're good in the sense that you have a basic income, but it's not like that army money is nice, but it is not like an amount that would keep you comfortable for your entire life.
Oh no, but like I think I may quit my job in August, September to go to to go to PA school full time, but like that's enough for me to pay for everything I need, take care of my kids, pay mortgage, and be fine. I still have fun money.
Now, would you, if you go to PA school, are you using your GI Bill?
Yeah.
So doesn't that pay your mortgage, or well, it gives you BAH and BAS anyways? But does that give you like what your active pay would have been?
No, it gives me essentially E5 BAH. Which
but I thought when you use your GI Bill, I thought it also gave you like a pay stipend. That is like, it gives you like basically a paycheck. No, I thought it was like $300 or $400. It was like, this is like basic cost of living outside of housing and food.
Yeah, but I don't count that shit because.
Oh, okay, well, I mean, some people could make $400 work.
I cannot.
It'd be rough, but
for food.
No, like for like the basic shit that they do other than food in, because you get BAH and BAS, so there's your food and housing. Well, the 365 or 405 now that they give in food is I mean, it's not bad, and I would
It's-
obviously take it. But then I believe there's a stipend pay after that, which is like expenses outside of those two things while you're in school.
Honestly, I don't know. I just know that if I sign up for with my GI, so the funny thing is, once you get like 100% disabled, everything is basically free. So
Oh,
like
that's cool.
any certification that I want is free.
You can get
Like
these hands for free.
I can, Steve, I'm gonna give you the biggest fucking hug when I see you. Like I'm gonna squeeze you so hard that it
You
hurts.
could have fucking seen me on Saturday, but you dipped.
Dude, I was so high. You didn't even say anything. The rest of you said 8 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh wow, LOL." And I went emoji with the wow
Want to
face.
fucking bet? Want
Yeah,
to
with the
fucking
wow
bet?
face. Yeah, yeah. But I sent that at like 2 o'clock when you
No,
told me eight,
Friday at 4:18 p.m. Likely looking like 8 p.m.
and I went,
Wow face LOL at 9:11. Were you planning on coming Sunday? Hey bud, when is the meeting with Gooder?
"Yeah, I was high."
Yeah, you were fucking absent as fuck,
No, I was,
motherfucker.
dude. If you talk to me Friday, my day Friday was shit. It was shit in the basket, and
I fucking flew, I drove, and then I sat my happy ass at each one of Jessica's relatives' house and spent time with them, waiting for roughly the 8 o'clock after dinner to hang out with you.
with
And
me, bro,
you didn't show.
bro. Look, I
When
knew
are you
you
coming to
had
San
shit to
Antonio,
do.
bum?
That's a good question. I need to come to San Antonio. How much is a plane ticket to San Antonio right now? Let me see.
I don't know. Check it out.
Let's look. I'm gonna look and find out. Let me see.
Because, oh, by the way, Cody said Thursday he's on leave. So
Uh,
he's available at any time. And then he's actually deploying, I believe, to Poland. Not that that's like, I'm not telling anybody any secrets.
yeah, it's fucking.
Pretty much deployments nowadays are kind of like, oh, yeah, we're going to Iraq. And it's like, okay, cool.
Oh,
Like the OPSEC.
the weekend of July 4th is $218
Ooh, you should totally come because Jess is going to be out of town up until that day.
until the 4th.
Yeah.
Let me look at my calendar. This is gonna be funny. What could we do for?
Well, first of all, hang on.
Let me look at my calendar.
I'm also going to look at mine because I didn't take leave yet for the 4th of July. But what's that? I don't know. Are you talking about the week of the 4th of June or July?
July. Wait, what the fuck is?
Because the June 4th is fucking.
Oh, son of a bitch! I'll be in Chicago.
When? July 4th?
From the 28th of June to the 2nd of July.
Okay, that's fine because I have AOC. So
Wait, all the way through the 4th and everything?
so I have AOC technically 13 June to 8 July.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So what does a plane ticket look like? Not this weekend, which is the 28th, but what about the 4th of June? Well, actually, no. I want you to come in on a Thursday.
For Memorial Day? Wait, Memorial Day. Memorial Day. Do I have anything to do on Memorial Day?
Fuck it. Come in June 1st.
I'm trying to wait. I gotta think. What? I think I had to do something.
For Memorial Day, you mean Murph, motherfucker?
Wait, Memorial Day is on the 30th of May.
Yeah, that's next Monday, motherfucker.
Why does my thing say Memorial Day on the 6th of June? That's fucking stupid.
Is that Juneteenth or something?
No, Juneteenth's the 19th. You racist.
Doesn't make me racist, makes me uninformed.
I'm uninformed.
Oh wow, Juneteenth is on fucking Apple's calendars now. That's
Mine too.
interesting.
It's Father's Day and Juneteenth are the same thing. That's
This
kind
is
of funny.
This is the best. On June 20th.
What?
What does yours say?
Substitute. Substitute. Oh my god, what does it mean? Substitute. What the fuck is that? What?
Mine says Juneteenth substitute.
Wait.
Just in case you couldn't fucking celebrate freeing the slaves, we got a second day.
Oh god.
We got a whole ass second day, just in case.
The 2nd through the 5th of June. Let me see.
Yeah.
You
know what's gonna be.
so bad.
You know what's really funny is the 14th is Flag Day. I'm gonna send Hayes a whole bunch of fucking.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I swear to God, I just had the greatest idea. I think.
You're gonna send him Blue Lives Lives Matter flags.
No, I'm not gonna send him Blue Lives Matter flag. I'm gonna send him the firefighter one. I should send him the firefighter one, an American flag. God, maybe I should send him like a Coast Guard one just to confuse him.
I'll send him all up in his gym.
I'll send him fucking Saturdays are for the boys, and then I'll send him an LGBTQ pride flag.
We should
be like, I expect to see one of these flying out of the back of your car. And he'll be like, you just wasted like $70, and I'll be like, but you have them now. You have to throw them away or do something with them.
You know we can send poop to people, right? For $7.
What? Is there a website where you can do that?
Yeah, it's called Poop Senders. I'll show you. It's fucking
No
hilarious.
fucking way.
Yeah, it is. Watch this.
Now, if I send shit in a bag to Hayes' house, is that racist?
Is that no? It's not. It's funny.
Hey, I'm just making sure because apparently saying Civil War makes me racist.
No. Saying Civil War is completely not racist. I'm gonna share my.
Well, I shouldn't say saying the words civil and war, but posting them and or like saying yes, it's time for Civil War. Because I argued with him and I was like, if I say or tweet Civil War at this point in our nation's history, or like just where we are in the present. There's like 5 different subjects that somebody could assume I would want to have a civil war over at this point.
Okay, fair warning. The first picture you see is an elephant's asshole. So
fuck yes. What is this, Ace Ventura? Dude.
We can send shit.
Dude, we should have saved this for another episode, but fuck it, we're here.
Yeah, we're here now. It's a mega pack. You can get a
mega
pack for $50.
My God.
Yeah, you can send shit to people, bro.
Dude, I don't know which one of these is worse.
You can get a combo pack.
Wait, how the fuck do they keep this like poop in the bag after like when you have to send shit in the mail?
A little moisture.
Literally.
What did you do?
So what does it come in? Does it come in a cooler?
It comes in a box, and then in order for you to figure out who sent it, you have to dig to the bottom of the poop.
No fucking way.
We gotta do this. We gotta fucking do this. We gotta do it. Okay. Wait, I got.
Are you telling me that I could have sent this shit to so many people? Pun intended.
Wait.
Holy fuck! No fuck. Yes, do it.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Okay, let me. I don't want to. No.
We'll know. We'll know if we have a loyal listener in Hayes if he fucking opens this and is like.
Let me put his.
If he listens to this episode and is like, I swear to God, when this shit gets here, I'm sending it back to you, fucks.
Jesus Christ! Let me wait. Let me go to the email where his his address.
The only thing that would be better is if you knew his work address.
Oh God,
I could get it sent to his fucking. No. If you ask for it, he'll fucking figure it out. He's a smart guy. You're smart enough.
Find his address real quick. It's in my email. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my God, I cannot fucking believe this. I didn't know that you could send shit to people.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. Wait, let me go back.
So this whole time that I've heard stories of people getting like shit in a bag left on their front porch, I assumed that there was humans that went in their bathroom and like sat over the edge of their toilet with a paper bag on the other side and like tried to make sure that they fucking aimed their butthole properly to get poop in a bag and then went and lit it on fire or went outside and grabbed their. You never heard about this?
Yeah,
it makes it so much worse because the only way to put it out is to stomp on it. Or just let the whole fucking thing burn. But then you have like human. So the other thing was to pick up dog poop and put it in a doggy bag and then light the doggy bag on fire, which most of them are like recyclable type, like, whatchamacallit, plastic and shit. So then it just melts onto the poop, which then just melts onto your steps.
We're about to send this man some shit.
So many more ways than one. Oh, you know what you should write? If there's some way to do this.
It said select the shit.
You should totally write what is it? RX Smart Gear, the one that he said no
Oh
to.
shit! Yeah.
So, like write it as like from them, but where it's like in like a
I'm sending him gorilla shit.
my god. First of all, that's fucking hysterical. I would have done cow dung.
No. I'm doing
Cow
gorilla.
dung's fucking terrible. But if you could somehow write as it was from the company that he said no to, and then you know him, he's not gonna fucking move the poop to see where it's coming from.
He's not.
There's
He's not.
there's no fucking way. He's probably gonna think one of his neighbors is racist and fucking sent him shit in a box.
I just paid for it.
No fucking, and you sent him gorilla shit too.
Yeah, I did. I sent him gorilla poop.
All right, folks, you heard it here. Ken sent Hayes gorilla shit. Wait.
You guys don't believe me? Here's a proof. You don't believe me?
Oh my god, I was just about to ask. Send me a picture of that receipt.
Here's a proof. Watch this. Bam. There we go. It says processing.
Wait, hang on. Oh shit. I want to see.
Your order's been completed.
Oh fuck. Please allow up to 2 weeks for it to arrive.
That's when we're gonna publish this episode, probably.
Holy fuck, that's so fucking funny. That has been the joy of this episode. I'm so glad that that's how we get to wrap this up.
You didn't know that that's how you think.
I didn't know you could send people shit.
To people?
No. Okay, first of all, let's get back to before we close out of here.
Yeah.
Can you come in on one of these Thursdays?
Probably. Let me look. First,
and I say Thursday because especially if you fly out of Denver into Austin, it is hella cheaper than Colorado Springs to San Antonio or Colorado Springs to Austin. Austin has a big airport.
Oh yes, $214. Oh fuck yeah, for June the 2nd to the
5th. Yeah, do that, and then I would say if you can't fly in Thursday morning, try to fly in Wednesday night. Because my thing would be we could go up to Austin to see one of those Drinker Bro shows, like live in studio and shit. And then we could talk to them and do all that.
Fly on what day?
So either fly in Thursday morning and I would come pick you up from the airport and just take leave that day.
9:21 on that Thursday.
Ooh, that would be dope. If you book all this shit, I'll go put like either a leave day or I'll tell them like, hey, I'll be out of the office all day Thursday. And then we can go up there and do that.
Okay. 1 second. Let me go to.
You tell me what works for you. And even if we have to move it back a day or as long as it's not past the 13th.
Wait, what is it? Why does it do the third? So what day were we saying? June the 2nd?
Yeah.
Through the 5th.
Oh my Jesus. I think I'm about to poop my pants.
Oh.
Did you hear that? My stomach. I gotta get off of here.
Dude, get off. Bye. I'll tell you off like, dude. Bye. Fuck you. Jesus.